is she posting this? Honestly, I was tired of holding it in. I was tired of holding it in. And I hope it helps somebody.
That is a clip from the viral TikTok series, Who the Bleep Did I Marry? Viewed millions of times, created a huge conversation about betrayal and spotting it in your life. Before we went to break, one of the things I think I want people to also know the depths of the allegations of the lying. You told us a lot about when you lost the pregnancy. And when you heard from your ex's family, you learned that he'd made people believe you actually had the baby.
Yes. That there was his mother's best friend, who he called his aunt. When I had spoken to her and I told her, you know, that we were going through a divorce, she said to me, well, what about the baby? And I said, what baby? And she said, your baby. So yes, he had led her to believe that we had had a son. He had told her the son's name. And so she had no idea. So it was on that phone call that I told her, I said, no, ma'am, I lost the baby back in June.
How are you so strong in this?
So some of it truly is a front, because underneath, I'm scared, I'm embarrassed, I'm still kicking myself. I also know now who I am more, because one thing I will say, I'm not the woman I was when I met him, right? But I am also not the woman I'm going to be on the other side of this. So I am aware of that. Yeah, I am aware of that.
The goal, as stated, was to share this with other people, these warning flags, but yet now you're taking insults, attacks. People are questioning your character. They're saying you're doing it for money. And I know that's hurting.
Yeah. It is not easy to see yourself being ripped apart online. And I'm human. This is not a world I'm used to. I am not a celebrity. I like to go to Walmart incognito. I like to go, you know, I still, like I said, I still go to work. So it's very difficult to see people who, number one, didn't even watch the series talk about me in such a very visceral and negative way.
What has stood out of those negative comments? Because I feel like most people are saying, like our Tant fam, good for you, you're so strong. What negative comments have hurt the most, I guess?
The ones where they say, you know, she did this for clout. This is not the way to get clout. Because you are literally opening up yourself, and again, you're being vulnerable. Those hurt. The ones that talk about the fact, and I know people have seen this, she does not look like what a VP would date. And it was a woman, it was a TikTok creator who was talking about my looks. And then there was a very famous personality that called me a big back, talking about my weight. And so it's things like that that I'm like, Jesus, you know, I can already admit I'm self-conscious, you know, as a heavier woman. I feel like how I look should not dictate whether or not I deserve what I went through. So that was disappointing, and it was hurtful, especially the one that was the more famous personality. I will admit this, I appreciate when I met both men and women who have said thank you. Because for me, it's like, okay, I know I'm getting attacked, but it did help somebody. When I hear someone that said, girl, I watched all 50 parts, I genuinely am humbled that someone took 500 minutes out of their life and watched the story that I went through. And my prayer is that, again, if there is a woman or man who's like, I want to be married, I want kids, I want this, and I need to have it right now, and you know something's wrong, but you're afraid to investigate because you're afraid that you might be wrong. And it's like, I'm here to say, look, it costs nothing to verify, but if you don't verify, honey, it may cost you everything.
I am debating asking you this.
Go ahead.
Where are you with dating? Because not now.
Okay.
I'm not talking about, you need to take a break for a second.
Yeah.
Your heart is fragile, and you can lock it away out of fear. And after I'm watching that series, if I wasn't married, I might not ever get married.
I believe in love. I believe in marriage. I believe it's a beautiful thing. But I am also in a place in my life where I can honestly tell you I am no longer afraid to say, God, if this person isn't for me, remove them. Yeah.